In today's lesson, we are going to see the polite form of the verb, that is the mas form. It is used when speaking to someone you aren't close with or someone you don't know very well. In conversation with your colleagues or someone of a higher social rank like your teacher or boss. While talking to a friend in a formal setting also, we use this form. Let us see how we can derive the mas form of the verb from its root or dictionary form. We need to follow certain rules for each classification. So it is basically a two-step process. First, you have to identify the group, whether it is first group, second group or third group. After classifying the group, we need to apply certain rules to get the mas form. Let us see the rules for group 1 verbs. If you are not familiar with classification of verbs, refer the description of this video. The video link to identify the group of verb is given there. We know that group 1 verbs can end with any of these letters: u, ku, gu, su, su, nu, bu, mu and ru. All that we need to do is to replace the last letter with corresponding E sound ending letter. If the verb ends with ku, replace the last letter with ki and then attach mas to it. Let us pick up a group 1 verb, hanasu. Now apply rule 1. Su will become she. Now apply rule 2. Attach mas to it. Hanasu will become hanashimasu. Let us see one more example, kau. Thus, kau becomes kaimasu. Now let us see the rules for group 2. We all know that group 2 verbs always ends with letter ru. First, we have to remove this last letter ru and attach mas at the end. Let us pick up a second group verb, ageru. Now apply rule number 1. The last letter ru gets dropped off. Now apply rule 2. Attach mas to it. Ageru becomes agemasu. Let us see one more example, kariru. Kariru becomes karimasu. Let us move on to group 3 verbs. We all know that third group verb also ends with letter ru. To be specific, there are only 2 group 3 verbs, namely kuru and suru. When you apply rule 1, the last letter ru gets dropped off and you will have only su left out from suru and ku left out from kuru. When you apply rule 2, su becomes she and ku becomes ki. Now apply rule 3. Attach mas at the end. Let us see it in detail for the verb kuru. Thus, kuru becomes kimas. Now let us learn how we can attach tense to the given verb. So Japanese has only two verb tenses, which are the present tense and the past tense. The present tense is also used to express things about the future in Japanese. So there is no clear distinction between the present tense and the future tense. Let us pick up the word write. Both I write and I will write are represented by the form kakimasu. Suppose if you want to negate and say I don't write, then you have to use masen instead of mas. The past affirmative is kakimashita. The past negative is kakimasen deshita. Let us pick up one more verb, neru.
Watashi wa mainichi gogo 9時に寝ます。
私は昨日午後9時に寝ました。
明日試験ですから今夜は寝ません。 昨日よく寝ませんでした。
Let us move on to the polite form, this. This form is used in sentence structure N1 wa N2 this. Since Japanese uses the same form for future and present, this represents both future and present. The negative form of the same is deva arimasen or ja arimasen. The past affirmative is deshita. The past negative is deva arimasen deshita or ja arimasen deshita. Let us see an example.
これは田中さんのテレビです。これは田中さんのテレビでした。これは田中さんのテレビではありません。これは田中さんのテレビではありませんでした。